Okay, Sambanani. We're basically opening this particular vlog. I am going to be vlogging a few activities, maybe like instead of spend the weekend with me, I'm going to be doing spend 2 weekends with me. Today is a Friday. I work 4 days a week for the rest of the year because I have excess leave days. So I basically am taking on my Fridays off unless it's really, really hectic and something happens in Sebenzini. So far, I've been able to take Fridays off, which has been great. So today, this Friday, I'm going to the British Museum with friends of mine. Well, it might just be one friend. I think the one might not make it because of the service. Yo, guys, going around, guys, and understand. So yeah, we're going to the British Museum. My only worry, I'm thinking ukuthi ngizophuma laphayana very pissed off. Ngizophuma laphayana ngikwatile. The one museum where I went in happy and I came out ngikwatile, so upset, was the Apartheid Museum, which is in South Africa. Obviously. I feel like, why did I have to say it's in South Africa? Obviously. The Apartheid Museum, guys, young Kwatisa for a couple of days, if I'm being honest. I was so upset. The other museum that impacted me was the Hector Peterson Museum. Basically, the Hector Peterson was the youth, a boy that passed away or was shot during the June 16 protests, where they were protesting the education system that was imposed on black people in South Africa during apartheid. And so there's a museum really based on that particular day, and that museum left me more sad, a little bit pissed off, but I was really, really just sad. Apartheid Museum pissed me off, and I'm just worried with the British Museum is going to piss me off as well. But good thing that Siplene to go out for drinks and a quick snack before we go to the museum, and then afterwards we're also going for drinks, so that should help, né? That should help ease the wound, I think. Okay guys, see you there. Let me just say, ukuza before a museum visit, angsekho right phela. Back home. My British Museum experience was okay. We had a shot before going to a museum, which was a bad idea, but nonetheless, because I was expecting there'd be a lot of theft, it was like, okay, sibona izinto ezitshontshiwe vele, sibona stolen property, you know. I was mentally prepared for it, so I wasn't as upset as I would have been if I was properly unprepared, or yeah. Also, I just think we were there for an hour and a half. Hey, but you know, mobona ukuthi bathathe i-box. You understand? As a South African, box like ama-tombstone, imizimba yabantu iyakwatisa lento yazi. But anyways, sengisekhaya ngigeza ubuso, and yeah, I'm not doing anything tomorrow except uploading my YouTube video, and that's about it. All right, bye. So morning, guys. Hey, I'm in the trenches. Yeah, bon? Editing trenches. Yeah, I'm in the trenches. Shame. So yeah, I can't talk much. I just want to focus on this edit so I can get this vlog out. But yeah, I enjoyed my lunch, or my late lunch, the lamb chops, and the chicken wings roast. That roast idea of roasting the wings, Shem, it was so delicious. Babe Nanda, really enjoyed my meal. But now ngila Kazini Mele train. The way I was running out of the house because I was running late. I'm going to meet friends for a brunch. This was last minute. I met a friend of mine Friday for drinks, and then this came up basically. I hope Nyangizwa because I'm called pants. So yeah, my plan was go out Friday and then Saturday, Sunday, exactly. In fact, I needed to shoot content for Namhlanje Sunday, a sit down. But yeah, but I was like, you know, we hardly have sun in London, so if you're out, you can't be endlini. And that's the thing about Uklalala, is that pressure yelanga, because we hardly have it. You're just like, I need to be out and about doing something. So I was like, okay, you know what, I'm coming. Gieza. So that's where I'm going.
Next stop will be
what could he do for me? I told him that my love is free, but can you match me? I can do it all for myself, want you but really don't need help. So can you match me? I like luxury, I like fancy things, shine on my body, live like royalty, treat you like a king. If I trust, but you must be worthy of the crown. I'm not just anybody.
watching soccer by choice? We don't know. It's just no peer pressure. Peer pressure.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. Yo, I just came back from work and I'm trying to record while there's natural light outside. Guys, living in the UK, wanting to shoot natural light or just do anything while there's light outside, Zima, you have to speed everything up. We're literally fighting for light, fighting for our lives. So I'm going to be quick from that perspective and do my unboxings. So these things that I'm unboxing today, one I've already used. The other two, I was like, I had opened the package from Amazon. Then I was like, girl, we are vlogger. You have committed to vlogging, to being a vlogger. So just do it on camera. But okay, let me not waste any more time. Okay, so the first thing I'm unboxing are these glasses. Glasses are my specs from LensSmart. Ooh, guys, I love them so much. I love these glasses so much. So I found out about LensSmart from a YouTuber, Namolina, and I think they were sponsoring her with a couple of glasses, and I was like, oh my gosh, I like these designs, they're very unique. Then and this was a long time ago, like maybe earlier in the year, whenever she released that particular video. Then my glasses that I had for quite a long time broke. I woke up one morning, picked them up from the stand, my bedside stand, and they broke. So I went to my optometrist, and I think this was the first time I was getting glasses in the UK or getting everything done in the UK. I typically get my frames in South Africa because I know the shops to go to that typically have the frames that I like and get things done there. So this was the first time, and the process is long and tedious. Long and tedious. So when these glasses that I'd gotten from Boots in the UK, Boots is like a scam. When they broke, I was like, I'm not doing that again. Then I remembered that video. So I got my glasses from LensSmart. Basically, this is how they arrived. They arrived by post. I think the whole process took about less than 3 weeks, which is a smaller time than it would have taken for my normal optometrist here in the UK. So this is basic packaging, nothing fancy, and that is okay because really, I use my glasses all the time. They hardly get a chance to be in their packaging. Okay. And then you get your normal stuff. So the glasses come within this plastic package. You get also a wipe or a cleaner for your glasses, and that's pretty much it. Really basic packaging, and I'm okay with that because then it also talks to how affordable the glasses are. So basically you go on the website lenssmartonline.com, and they have millions of frames to choose from. I think what made it simple for me is that I like big frames. Well, I like big glasses, and I like simple frames. Like I like big glass, square shape, simple frame, like no complication. I don't need it to be red, I don't need it to be black, I don't need it to be anything. If it's clear, it's better for me, you know. So it really, when I came across these, I was like, okay, done, I get it. I love big glasses. Whether they suit me or not is none of my business. So when I'm big, whether they suit me or not, all I know is I love big glasses, a clear frame. I love that. This frame itself, and I'll put in the actual prices, but if I am correct, it was less than £10. And then you can decide whether you're buying the frame alone or you're buying the frame and including prescription. So that process is basically you pick the frame and I think you put it in the cart, and then it will ask you if you want to add your prescription, and that's where the money is. That's where you pay big bucks, which makes sense, right? Because then they're customizing it to you, so it makes sense. I still paid way less than I paid with my normal optometrist, so it really is a cheaper alternative. So what you then do is you basically fill out your prescription for your right eye, for your left eye, but also you can alternatively upload your prescription from your doctor. Me, I did both. I typed it out and then I was like, you know what, just in case they need more information or there's something missing, let me just also submit my signed prescription from my doctor in PDF. So I did both. Let me tell you, these are perfect. They came, I wore them almost immediately because I needed glasses. I was functioning with contact lenses 24 hours a day, which is very uncomfortable if you're doing it on a daily basis for me personally. Ezini, they're perfect. They completed my prescription to the T. My eyesight is clear. Now I'm going to order more because this really is a very affordable alternative. I can actually afford now to get more than one frame. I can afford to experiment. Another thing that I love, it might just be frame specific and not with all the frames, but these are strong and steady. We buy so much expensive frames that are not even steady, and that's why they break so easily. These are strong and steady. I feel like these would withstand a lot of things you might put it through compared to the previous frames I've had because they were just so flimsy. These are strong and steady. Anyways, I would recommend LensSmart, or if you've tried another online optometry system, then do that. It really is. Sorry, my camera cut. I don't know where I was, but in summary, I think for me, this is ordering on using an online optometry service is 1,000% much better, unless it's really like a family optometrist and your family goes to that optometrist, then obviously really support their business. But what you can do in that situation is to just buy the frame only from LensSmart and still then take it to your optometrist for them to fill out your prescription, just so they make a gain out of it if you want to be supportive, because I know I'm very loyal to my optometrist who is in South Africa. But for me, overall, I just feel like this is the route I will be going for because number one, it is a much cheaper alternative. Two, I think the turnaround is much quicker. Like they just do, you get the delivery in less time than you would when you go to your normal optometrist. That's in my case compared to the optometrist I go to. Three, I think there are millions and millions and millions of frame options. The only disadvantage, yes, is that you can't fit the glasses on. And I understand that. But for me, as a person who I know what I like, I've been wearing glasses since I was a teenager. I know the shape that I like, and I'm not too fussed whether they suit me or not. I just know I like that. So I buy that. And how it mixes with my face is not an issue for me. Truly. The only time it's an issue is with sunglasses. Sunglasses, I'm like, it needs to suit my face. It needs to look good on me. But glasses, I'm like, I like these glasses. These are the ones I love, then I pick that. So if you're like me and you're not too fussed and you know what you want, I think it's an alternative to go for. Also, just buy the frame then. Don't get your prescription filled. If you get a frame, you are allowed to return them. So just get the frame fitted on, or you don't like it, send it back. So yeah, this is definitely the option that I'm going for. I'm wearing contact lenses at the moment, but let me try. Azizihle ebusweni bami. Anyways, okay, cool. Let's unbox 2 more products. Okay, part 2 of my unboxing. This is my Amazon package. I have already opened it, like I said. I was like, girl, you said you were going to vlog. You said you are a vlogger. You said you were doing this YouTube thing. So please do this on camera. So that's what I'm doing now. I've got 2 things in this package. I ordered them at the same time. The first thing that I'm unboxing is a book. Guys, this year has been a bad reading year for me. Really, really bad. I think I've bought about 2 books this year, and those books were basically from people who went to the Diary of the CEO to speak about, the topic of interest. And it's been a bad reading year because I used to love reading. I used to love reading. I used to do book reading marathons. If you've heard of such a thing, I used to call them book reading marathons. And what I would do is that, like, on a weekend, I'd say, okay, this weekend I'm spending the whole weekend finishing a book or reading 2 books type of situation. Like, I used to love my book reading marathons, like how people do movie marathons and they sit through a couple of movies in one go. I used to do that and finish a book in a day, or you know what I mean, depending on how big it is. So moving from that to this, I mean, last year I thought was a bad reading year, but this year was really the kicker. I've only read 1 book, and I think some of it might be because the books that I did buy from the people who went to Diary of a CEO are very technical. They're very heavy. It's not something that you can read as a bedtime read. They're not relaxing. They're very technically heavy, which I think that might have contributed to it, but also committing to my YouTube also contributed to it, because after work now, I don't have time to just sit in bed and read. I pretty much just have to fit in as much editing as I possibly can, and that has taken over. So I think I need to work on a balance. But now, to kickstart finding some sort of a balance, I thought, let me get a bit of a light read. Let me get something that I've been seeing throughout the year. People saying, oh my gosh, I couldn't put this down. I read this at a go type of book. But I made sure that I don't go into any videos or read up on the book and what the book is really, really about, like go into the nitty-gritties. I didn't want any spoiler alerts. You can spoiler alert a movie for me, I don't mind, but not a book. So I bought The Secret Lives of Baba Segi's Wives. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. The author is Lola Shonin. I think she is a Nigerian author. So I really, really hope I'm pronouncing it right. I really don't want to butcher anyone's name. But yes, I've been hearing good reviews about the book. So I don't know much about the book, but I do know that it deals with polygamy. And I think, I could be wrong, that it's written from the point of view of the wife who's coming into the marriage. It says here, Bolanela marries into a polygamous home and becomes the 4th wife. So I think it's written from her perspective. And listen, if there's a topic I love to speak about, it is polygamy. Let's talk about the Black race. Let's talk about the Black agenda. Let's talk about polygamy. Let's talk about lobola. Let's talk about our cultural practices, our religion. Look, right up my alley. Oh, as seen on Netflix. Wow. Netflix? Really? Okay. Anyways, I'm looking forward to this book. I'm very, very excited. Yeah. Next package. Right. I bought myself a tripod. Guys, I know, a tripod is not something to be extremely excited about, but I'm really, really excited about this. So I am currently using a ring light, and I use my ring light as a tripod. So the light is not on, but I'm using it as a tripod, and I've been able to do well, on that basis. But since I bought myself, predominantly because of an investment I'm making on the YouTube channel, I bought myself a camera, a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And actually, let me show you. So I bought myself a camera, a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It's currently in its case, but basically this is the camera. I'm not shooting with it because I knew I basically needed to do the unboxing, which was impacted by the camera, if you will. Now, I bought the creator combo. The creator combo is basically the camera, and it comes with a microphone, which is somewhere else, and it comes with a tripod. So basically, let me show you, okay? This is the camera on its own, right? Okay, I'm just gonna put it in the case because this is my vulnerable baby. Yeah, this camera. Anyways, what a great investment. Very expensive, but great. Anyways, it's not an unboxing of the camera, but this camera then comes in the package. It comes with a stand, okay, right? And this stand is very steady. Like, you can put it by itself, like, and it stands up straight. It's very, very steady. If you then need more height, we have the tripod, the mini tripod. Yeah, I think that's the formal term. It's a mini tripod. Okay, so you basically just screw it on like so, and then it just gives you a bit more height, if you see this. However, there are things like if I'm shooting right now where I'm sitting on a chair and I need something of a longer length, and where I'm sitting, there's nothing where I can put this on top of. So I do need a longer tripod. So I decided to Google tripods that, for cameras, for phones, or whatever the case is. And I got myself this tripod. I don't know this brand. I don't know this company. I just went on. Look, my shopping experience on Amazon or anything else, Take a Lot, whatever, is I want something and it must have good reviews within my price point. So I'm not going to necessarily buy the most expensive thing. No, it must have good reviews and at a good price point. So literally, that was my only criteria. So if you open this tripod, so you have this screw, okay, and then the tripod. Okay, so I love the leather finishing on this tripod. Is amazing. Like, it feels steady, it feels expensive, right? So I'm very, very happy. It's lightweight, right? It's very steady, but it's lightweight. It can easily go into your tote bag, into your carry-on suitcase, easily fit in. Look at it, right? Look, yeah. Okay, so it's gotta open here. Okay, so you can open this to release the legs, right? Just like I did with my DJI Osmo. Yeah, there we go. So you press that button and you can release the legs. There we go. Love it. Okay. Then in terms of the length of the tripod, you just open here and release the gift that keeps on giving. And just when you thought it's done, it's not. The gift that keeps on. Look at that. Look at that. It can stand very tall, considering I'm not going to stand up. But look, this is perfect. Like, it's fitting in to my ring light, the length of my ring light. Also remembering that you can open the legs and it goes. Did you see that? Let me show you. See, if we open the legs, it takes it out even more. It is long. It is long. I know I am short, but this is long. This is perfect for me. It's guys, I love this tripod so much. Yeah, it's one of those things where you took a chance and it worked out. Okay, so I must remember to leave them a good review actually. Okay, so let's put my camera and see. So let's unscrew here. Okay, and then we can screw there. So I'm just doing that. Okay, there we go. Let's remove the case here. Open the camera. I think it's zoomed in. Hi, where have you been? Nobody knows in the veranda. Anyways, guys, the YouTube journey, let me wrap up because I'm losing sun now and I need to go relax. The YouTube journey has been very rewarding personally, rewarding in a way that I can't express or in a way I can't measure. However, the reality with any hobby, sport, any particular interest is that it can get a bit expensive. Because once you buy, eventually I got to a point where I'm like, I'm going to save up for a camera. I got the camera. But the camera comes with some things that you might not have anticipated. So for instance, I used to shoot content and edit on my phone, and it was becoming very, very impractical to do that. My phone wasn't functioning as a phone anymore, and I needed another tool, whether it was buying an extra phone or getting a camera, but I needed another tool, right? And so I finally got to a point where I was like, I've saved enough, I can get my camera. But then you realize, right, that when you edit, you then have to get other equipment. So get a laptop, get a tablet so that you can edit on it. I didn't have a personal laptop or a tablet, and honestly, I just didn't want to use my work one. I don't know if I could, but I didn't want to. So that's the added cost. And then you realize, oh, okay, I need a tripod. That's an added cost. Then there's the SD card. You have to buy the SD card. You have to buy the thing to store the SD. Hey guys, guya kupukela kuningi. No one needs any of these things in order to succeed on YouTube. 100%. People have succeeded in their channels, have hundreds of subscribers, viewership, only using their phones. So don't feel the pressure to do it. But for me, it really was becoming impractical to do everything on my phone. And I set up the goal and I saved up for that. But it's the additional things. Whew, yeah. But anyways, grateful for this. Yeah, that's where I'm closing it for the day. Bye. I just got home and I was like, hey, I just got home and I was like, you know what, let me relax, make some food and then, carry on editing. But I'm like, what's with the procrastination? You know damn well when I'm plans kusasa. So yeah, I feel like I don't want to rush. I don't want to. There's a lot happening tomorrow. There's a lot happening tomorrow, and I don't want to add more to it. So I'm like, unpack groceries, at least the things that need to go into the fridge, and then go do your nails, so that tomorrow you can just focus on going out. Procrastination needs to end. It must stop. It must stop. Because I feel like if I just put in the things that need the fridge in the fridge, really I'm sorted. That's it. That's all I need to do. You know? Done. I'm literally done. So now I'm going to wear comfortable clothes and then walk to a salon to go do my nails. Yeah.
Cause I think you're perfect for me, just the way you are. And I don't ever want to leave you, baby, don't you talk.
Someone guys. Sanibonani, ninjani. Mangibulisa kanje, I remember the days of my fasting vlogs. Seems like such a lifetime ago. I used to enjoy doing those vlogs. Guys, yabona fasting so tricky because I haven't been able to go back. Like I can't even do 24 hours fast. But yeah. Anywho, ngiyadlala, I've got it's a beef stir fry dinner really. And eating it while I was shopping for a few things. The thing about eating on camera also is, do you need to see the food and see the plate progressing? Or it's okay to not see the food, but to actually the focal point be me. You understand? Me eating. I don't know. Angazi, yabona indaba zama-mukbang, guys. It's not for me. I want to eat in silence. I want to enjoy my food. So into talking and eating. Anyways, I'm back from doing my nails. So I've been doing namhlanje. It's a Friday today. I've been doing 4-day work weeks because I have a lot of leave. So I've been taking my Fridays off. I think this is the third week where I'm not working on Fridays, and it's been nice. I think it hasn't impacted my productivity because mosebenza nami uyazi ukuthi umuntu osheshayo, umuntu ofuna izinto ziphele. So I hate hanging on to things. So if you send me information, I'm gonna process it as soon as I can. I generally dislike procrastinating emsebenzini. As soon as that email comes in, as soon as that thing comes in on the SharePoint, I'm processing. I hate unread emails, so I'm sorting out my emails as soon as possible. So from a productivity perspective, I feel like I didn't need a push. You understand? Because generally, vele angidinge push mina emsebenzini. Ngidinge enye aromat la. Give me a moment. Aromat into my Swedish. I think a lot of people know by now that this is actually not a South African product, but it's a Swiss product from Switzerland. Yeah. Big shock. Ziningi nje izinto esingazenzelanga zona ekhaya eSouth Africa. But anyways, so a 3-day work week hasn't affected my productivity because being right from that perspective. What it has done, I think, is to free up time from a personal perspective, right? Because most sevens are 5 days a week and you only have 2 days off. Sometimes it's just not enough time to do everything that you need to do, run errands, do other things that you do on the side. So I feel like manje, I don't have that pressure of, okay, when I knock off, I need to run this errand. Lunchtime, I need to run this errand. Now it's like I have a full day during the week where I can sort things out, from a personal perspective. Also, as in, imnandi lento ngifake halloumi and my leftover chicken from Izol. So imnandi. So I feel like things like YouTube one. So it takes me about 7 days to edit my YouTube videos, and it's not 7 days, right? It's not 7 days 24/7, but you have to fit in editing after work. So after work, you need to take a walk. If I'm taking a walk in that afternoon, ubuye, sort out your food, take a shower, and then have enough time, uziphe like 2 hours to edit before going to bed, or an hour to edit before going to bed. So because I have 2 hours there and 1 hour there, then it takes the whole week to finish e-vlog. And then Fridays I'll do more time, so I'll do 3 hours on Friday or Saturday, isn't njalo. So I think now it frees up some of that time where I can allow myself mankate, because there are some afternoons or evenings where you don't even have the capacity to do 30 minutes worth of editing. So I can allow myself to rest. Ngazuti, I have a full day on Friday. Not necessarily a full day, but I can run errands and then do some editing. So I think equality of life is great from that perspective. Anyways, I won't be doing 4-day work weeks forever, even this year, not forever, because at some point in Yekaya, and the week before Yekaya, you need to wrap a lot of things up. I don't like leaving my things for handover. If it's handover because we just don't have that information and it's going to come only once I'm on leave, great. But isn't there a corner? Oh, honey, I will work weekends, I will work overtime. I'm not handing over things that I could process myself. Guys, my chopstick skills there are also not the best, so I'm judging. So it's been great to experience. But right now, so I just got back from a trip. I went to New York and I went to Chicago. So I'm shooting this particular vlog after that trip. Manje, I'm currently editing my New York vlog, and it's been such an interesting thing because